Miami-Dade County, under the leadership of Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, is moving swiftly to expand COVID-19 vaccine distribution to protect our community and move our economy forward. Vaccine supplies are currently extremely limited, and as the state provides more vaccines to the county, we are working hard to distribute them as fast as possible. Register for vaccine updates and get more information at miamidade.gov/vaccine. Get vaccinated, Miami-Dade County. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community.
Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's 11 a.m., which means it's time for the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM, where we present weekly live performances in the WDNA Jazz Gallery and feature faculty, students, and alumni from Florida International University's School of Music. I'm your host today and new FIU faculty, Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Dr. Karen Velaz, we'd like to welcome you to the third performance of the semester. Whether you're listening to us at home, in your car, or live on WDNA.org/FIU, we are delighted to have you with us. Today, we are pleased to feature 4 FIU Voice alumni. Recent graduates, soprano Vanessa Keith, who received her Master's of Music, and soprano Catherine Magarino, I hope I said that right, who received her Bachelor of Music both in vocal performance in 2020, so recent graduates. We also have Rohan Smith, bass, who received his Bachelor of Arts in Music, and countertenor Edgar Sanfeliz Botta, who received his Bachelor of Music, and they both received their degrees in 2017. These 4 talented singers will be accompanied on piano by Dr. Vindhya Khare, FIU's coordinator of vocal performance. They will be presenting a selection of both classical and contemporary repertoire. And the first singer will be soprano Vanessa Keith, and she is performing Show Me from My Fair Lady.
First from him, now from you. Is that all you blighters can do? Don't talk of stars burning above. If you're in love, show me. Tell me no dreams filled with desire. If you're on fire, show me. Here we are together in the middle of the night. Don't talk of spring, just hold me tight. Anyone who's ever been in love can tell you that this is no time for a chat. Haven't your lips longed for my touch? Don't say how much. Show me, show me. Don't talk of love lasting through time. Make me no undying vow. Show me now. Sing me no song, read me no rhyme. Don't waste my time. Show me. Don't talk of June. Don't talk of fall. Don't talk at all. Show me. Never do I ever want to hear another word. There isn't one I haven't heard. Here we are together in what ought to be a dream. Say one more word and I'll scream. Haven't your arms hungered for mine? Please don't explain. Show me, show me. Don't wait until wrinkles and lines pop out all over my brow. Show me now.
Good morning, Vanessa.
Good morning.
So I have a couple questions for you. Where are you from and what led you to study voice?
So I'm born and raised here in Miami, Florida. My family is from Nicaragua, but I was born here.
And I don't know, I joined the choir in 3rd grade at Westminster Christian, and it just kind of stuck with me. I was there until my senior year in the choir, and I loved singing. So when it came time to choose a degree path, I went with music, and I took piano lessons as well. So yeah, it just was always a part of my life.
Lovely. How has your time at FIU assisted you in your music and your career?
Well, I met some of the most wonderful people and musicians here in South Florida, and I'm really grateful for the connections that I made there and friendships that I made there. And additionally, I sang some of the most challenging music that I've ever had to sing for my graduate recital. Did some Schoenberg and all of that, so that was definitely a challenge, and I feel like it pushed me to pursue music that wasn't really in my regular repertoire. So I'm very grateful for that.
Fantastic. So what are some recent projects, and what are your next performances and where, or projects?
So since graduating, I was a teacher before, a music teacher at St. Hugh in the Grove, and I taught pre-K through 8th grade. And once I got my master's degree, I went back and decided, after teaching in a pandemic for a year, that I preferred teaching one-on-one and really doing more specifically what I love, which is singing and performing and teaching kids to sing and perform as soloists. So I opened my own little studio. I'm currently teaching from home, but I have a lot of students, and we have a recital coming up at the end of October. It's a Halloween-themed one. So it should be a lot of fun. I teach kids of all ages, and I have a few adults as well. And I'm really, really excited. It's going very well. And as far as my own personal performances, I cantor at 2 churches. I'm at St. Louis in Pinecrest. I sing every Sunday in the morning at 11 a.m. And I sing at the afternoon masses on Sundays at St. Hugh in Coconut Grove. So that's what I have going on right now.
Fantastic. And you're going to sing another song for us. What song is this?
So this is The Light in the Piazza from The Light in the Piazza.
Fantastic.
I don't see a miracle shining from the sky. I'm no good at statues and stories. I try. That's not what I think about
Vanessa Keith, FIU alumni. Our next guest today is Rohan Smith, who is going to be singing Ride On, King Jesus.
King Jesus rides a milk-white horse, no man can hinder me. The river of Jordan he did cross, no man can hinder me. Ride on, King Jesus, no man can hinder me. Ride on, King Jesus, ride on, no man can hinder me. Ride, ride, ride.
Fantastic. Rohan, good morning to you.
Morning to you. How's it going?
Very good. Even better now. Even better. So, same questions for you. Where are you from? What led you to follow a career in music and vocal performance?
All right, so where I'm from, born and raised here in Miami, but my family is from Jamaica and the Dominican Republic. As far as what led me to music, I don't know, I've always been singing since I was a little boy. Like my parents can tell you, I had a microphone in my hand since pre-K. But what led me to opera, essentially, funny enough, was actually Phantom of the Opera. Back in high school, I'll never forget, just finished graduating, and I remember seeing the movie come up on the TV. And I don't know, I watched it and I went, yo, if that's what opera's like, I can see myself doing that.
Oh, fantastic. Your time at FIU, how did that help you in your music and your career?
It helped me a lot teaching me what even opera was, because I walked into it first day, didn't know anything about opera, didn't even know any singers. Heck, my first voice teacher, he told me, do you know any bass singers? And I was like, Barry White. So starting from there, just being able to learning what is opera, how to study it, how to practice, and just building up that foundation so that I'm able to do what I'm doing now.
Fantastic. And what projects have you been doing recently, and what do you have in store for us?
Well, what I have in store, I'm actually going to be going up to Pittsburgh soon, about this week, next week. I'm going to be working there with Pittsburgh Opera as a resident artist, just like administration assistant. So doing a little bit of the front office, doing a little bit of the singing as well, and kind of just continuing to build up that, that love for opera.
Exciting. And what are you going to sing for us now?
Well, since we're on the topic of opera, the next song I'll be singing is actually Il Lacerato Spirito by Verdi. It's from his opera Simon Boccanegra.
a te l'estremo addio, palagio altero, freddo sepolcro dell'angelo mio, ne a proteggerlo valsi. Oh maledetto, oh vile seduttore, e tu, vergine, soffristi, rapita lei, la vergine al corona. Oh, che dissi dell'irro, oh, mi perdona. Il lacerato spirito tenesto genitore era serbato strazio in affamie di dolore. Il serto lei del martiri, pietoso cielo diei, resa il fulgor degli angeli, prega Maria per me. Reso il fulgor degli angeli, prega Maria per me. Prega per me. Prega per me. Prega Maria per me.
Wow, fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Our next singer is soprano Catherine Magarino. She's going to be singing from the Puccini opera La Bohème, Quando me ne vo.
Sosta in mera, e la
Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey. So, where are you from? Are you also a Miami native?
I am a Miami native. I am Cuban American, born and raised here in Miami.
And what led you to follow a career in voice?
The feeling that I get when I sing, it's like no other. It just brings me so much joy, and collaborating with other musicians is one of the best feelings in the world.
Fantastic. And what was your experience at FIU?
It was a wonderful experience. I met some of my best friends. I got to perform and sing some of the most amazing music, and be mentored by wonderful professors, and it was just an experience like no other, and I'm so grateful, so grateful.
And what are some recent projects, and what have you got coming up next?
Well, the next show that I will be performing in is The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is taking place at Seminole Theater. It is running November 12th through 21st, and I'll be performing as Esmeralda.
Wow.
And it's so exciting. I'm working with such a talented cast and amazing crew, and amazing artistic team. So it's really exciting for me. And I am also pursuing my songwriting, and that'll be the next song that you hear. I just released my first song, my first single on streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. It's called Dear Moon, and I actually collaborated on that song with another FIU School of Music alum. His name is Angel Rojas, and he produced it and he played on it, and it's kind of my, it was written as a love letter to a friend.
Fantastic. And I think you're going to be playing and accompanying yourself on this piece.
Yes, today I will be playing guitar.
All right. So you're going to be hearing Catherine Magarino performing her own piece, Dear Moon.
You'll be going very far from me soon, it's true. What do I do, dear moon? Maybe I was just a little bit in love with you too. No one knew. You are blue. Some days you're half yourself, and some days you're quite full. But between me and you always deserve to feel new. Once when you were red, the sun eclipsed you. In the night, colors changed by candlelight. Never had I seen you look so bright. Once when we were red, you drew me in like magic, and I just could not resist. I touched your crescent skin. Just look at you, you shine brighter than anyone I know. And everyone looks up to you too. Oh, everyone looks up to you too. Oh,
listening to the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM with FIU Voice alumni. We'll be back after these messages. We are back with the FIU Music Hour with FIU Voice alumni on WDNA 88.9 FM. Our next singer is countertenor Edgar Sanfeliz Botta, and he's going to be singing Cara Lontano Ancora from Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Wonderful. Good morning, Edgar.
Good morning.
So, are you also a Miami resident, or what's your background, and how did you find your passion in music and singing?
Okay, so I'm original from Cuba, Santiago de Cuba. I came in 2013 to follow my dreams of becoming a professional opera singer and also an organist. So I won a scholarship at FIU in 2014 to do my bachelor's in voice performance, and I graduated in 2017, and then in 2019 I was also granted a scholarship to do my master's in organ performance, which I'm actually finishing this year, and I'm very grateful for that.
Oh, that's really exciting. And how has your time at FIU enriched your career?
Well, it was wonderful. For me, it was the best thing that could ever happen to me. Since I came from Cuba and I didn't know anybody here, and I didn't know how to get involved into the musical world, and FIU actually opened the doors to do new connections and to be known, in the musical world. So thanks to that, I started, to sing and perform, and pursuing my dreams as a professional singer and a musician.
Fantastic. And where can we hear you next?
Well, I'm actually singing a Christmas concert, performing music by Esteban Salas. It's a Cuban Baroque composer in December, and I also do concerts with my kids because I own my own private voice studio, and I teach voice to many ages, and I also perform as an organist at the Catholic Church Little Flower in Coral Gables, and I am the alto section leader and relief organist and assistant conductor at St. Thomas Episcopal Church in Coconut Grove. So I try to keep myself busy in the performance world. So yeah.
A man of many talents. What are you going to perform for us next?
Our next song is A Cloris by Rinaldo Anjan. It's a French composer, Argentinian, but he did his career in Paris. So it's a beautiful song. I hope you enjoyed it.
Che la bruse
You're listening to FIU Vocal Performance alumni, and we also have performing with us on the piano. Not only is this our pianist for our accompanist for the day, she also happens to be the coordinator of vocal performance studies at FIU, Vindhya Khare, Dr. Vindhya Khare, I should say. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, how long have you been teaching at FIU, and how do you find such talented students?
Okay, well, I first came to FIU as a master's student in vocal performance. I started in 2011, graduated in 2013, and after that I was an adjunct and just taught a few students. And now it's been 5 years, this is my 6th year, as area coordinator of vocal performance. And how do we find such amazing students? Well, these are the students who are the heart and soul of Miami. They all resided in Miami. They represent exactly what FIU is, Florida International University, with backgrounds that are Nicaraguan, Jamaican, Dominican, Cuban, and extraordinarily talented. And it's just our good fortune that they auditioned at FIU. And I remember many of their auditions and thought, wow, what great talent.
Well, that brings us actually to my next question is, when they audition, what is it that you're looking for in an audition?
Well, besides the talent and musicianship, a music degree, as you know, it's a very difficult, rigorous, demanding degree. So we really have to look at the student and their background and have a really serious heart-to-heart to determine if they are able to successfully complete such a rigorous program.
And how would a promising singer best prepare for a musical career?
Well, preparation for a singer it usually begins in childhood. It starts when a singer joins their first choir, and many of our singers were actively involved in their elementary school, middle school, high school choirs. They have that training. There are very fine choral programs, high school programs in Miami, as well as we get wonderful transfer students from the community colleges. So they have received a really good foundation that they come to us with, and then it's our privilege to develop that.
All right, well, speaking of developing that, we're going to feature our singers some more. We have Vanessa Keith coming back, and she is going to be performing the song Still Hurting from the Last 5 Years by Jason Robert Brown.
Jamie is over and Jamie is gone. Jamie's decided it's time to move on. Jamie has new dreams he's building upon. And I'm still hurting. Jamie arrived at the end of the line. Jamie's convinced that the problems are mine. Jamie
And now we'd like to call back Rohan Smith to sing I, Don Quixote, from The Man of La Mancha.
Hear me now, O thou bleak and unbearable world, thou art base and debauched as can be. For a knight with his banners all bravely unfurled has thrown down his gauntlet to thee. I am I, Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, my destiny calls and I go, and the wild winds of fortune will carry me onward, or whithersoever they blow, whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go. Hear me, heathens and lizards and serpents of sin, for your dastardly doings are past. For a holy endeavor is now to begin, and virtue shall triumph at last. I am I, Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, my destiny calls and I go, and the wild winds of fortune will carry me onward, oh, whithersoever they blow, whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go.
You've been listening to the FIU Voice alumni Vanessa Keith, Rohan Smith, Catherine Magarino, and Edgar Sanfeliz Botta, accompanied by Dr. Vindhya Khare, on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. I've been your faculty host, Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Karen Veloz, we'd like to thank our production crew and the staff of WDNA 88.9 FM for today's broadcast. If you'd like more information on all our programs, make sure to call 305-384-2896 or simply like our Facebook page to stay up to date with all our upcoming performances. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join the FIU Music Hour for more great music every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon. Thanks again to our guests, and we have time for one more performance, and that is going to be Catherine singing Think of Me from Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera.
Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me every so often. Promise me you'll try on that day, that not so distant day, when you are far away and free. If you ever find a moment lover's face.